What is up, guys? Philip is officially in the game, which means you can bet your high horses that we're going to be seeing Philip soon. Um, yeah, no intro today. We're just going to jump straight into it. Philip is here. We're going to be talking about what I think he's going to be used for in his commander pairings. This isn't going to be a lengthy video. There's been a lot of coverage on Philip already. We know what he does. This is just a video about my thoughts and what I'm probably going to run him with. So he's got a 2-second buff, and he's buffing up to 5 allied troops, including this commander, where he's going to be taking 10% less damage and dealing 20% more damage. The effects of the skill are multiplied by 2 for this commander's troop. So for his commander's troop, he's dealing... Wow. Okay, hold on. So the effects of the skill are multiplied by 2 for your commander, for your march, which means that you're buffing your allies 10% less damage taken, 20% bonus damage, but for yourself, you're going to be taking 20% damage taken reduction and a 40% damage increase for 2 seconds. It's insane. Cav attack, infantry defense, archer health, march speed bonus. Really good stuff. Sorry, Cavs. Cavs kind of got let off in the dust in this one. I don't think we're gonna be seeing too many Cav pairs with this guy. I think mainly just some of like the best ones, maybe like Nevsky and Huo. You might see Nevsky and Huo with this guy. If this commander's troop contains at least 2 different unit types, you're getting march speed and damage taken reduction. If it's only one unit troop type, it's switched out. And instead you're just getting a 20%, 30% extra damage dealt. Wow, basic attacks have a 10% chance to deal direct damage to up to 3 nearby troops. And reduces their rage. Wow. Whenever this commander uses an active skill, they have a 40% chance to use their active skill a second time. Whenever their other units in their troop skill uses an active skill, they have a 20% chance to trigger their active skill a second time. This skill can trigger once every 7 seconds. So this expertise is really, really good. This is a commander that is definitely worth expertising. Getting extra skill cast chances is really, really valuable. Now we're going to talk about possible fits for him. So the first thing that I'm going to experiment and I'm going to try is what I'm hoping for, because I'm pretty sure Philip is coming out December, which means that we're going to get him, and then we have commander swap. My plan originally was to swap out my YSS for Hercules, and I'm really, really, really wanting to do that. I still want to do that. I think Hercules is really good, and I can see him being a really good secondary to some pairings. But I don't know, man. I think the new play, I might have to swap out my YSS for Philip, dude. Like I think that might be the play. The reason why I wanted to swap out my YSS for Hercules was because I needed a better Garrison. I need a better Garrison. Like YSS by himself is just not strong anymore. He's just not good at all. I got swarmed last KVK, and I noticed that I was doing considerably a lot worse with my YSS than I have in the past. So I wanted to swap out my YSS for Hera, and then I can invest into Philip, so that way I have a new, stronger Garrison, and then I'm not backwards investing. But I think I might. I'm thinking. I'm looking like I might. Commander swap is in January, so we have a little bit of time to see how Philip really does. We're gonna have some time to see if Philip is gonna be like that game-breaking leadership support role, which I have a feeling when it comes to leadership support, he's going to be game-breaking, and mainly just because Trajan is so old, he's just outdated in what he does. Trajan's really only good for his buffing and his tankiness. Everything else on his kit kind of sucks. This guy's bringing a lot. He's bringing a lot. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I think I might run him actually as a primary. I think I'm going to run him as a primary to my ZL. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, that's It's a lot of health on one skill. It's a lot of health on one skill. And you're just gonna be dealing so much more damage with ZL. You're gonna be dealing so much more damage with ZL that I think I'm gonna run him as a primary to my Zuge. And I already have archer equipment kind of focused around leadership a little bit. I have some pieces of archer. Like I can make it work. I could throw my Milky Way. I could throw my Milky Way on him. I could leadership talent my flame threads. I already have a leadership talent fanatic tassets. I believe I have an extra. Yeah, I have an extra revival helm right here. And then I also believe that I have another Heart of the Saint. And I have another leadership pair of green gloves. So if when Philip comes out, we're gonna look at his testing. There's gonna be a lot of testing, and to my knowledge, Commander Swap is in January. Commander Swap is actually in January. So we're gonna have a little bit of time to kind of feel around and see how Philip is. But I think I'm gonna swap my YSS for Philip. It just makes so much more sense. I really like having a Garrison. Having a Garrison really just is nice. But I think Philip. I have a feeling that Philip actually might be all right in the Garrison, and why? Because he has versatility. Because he has versatility, he's not restricted. Like he's not like. So like in the Garrison, he's gonna be taking 50% less damage. In the Garrison, oh no, okay. So these stats are only on the map. So I don't know if no, he's not gonna be good in the Garrison. No, you gotta be statted up. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so I think he's gonna be really good with ZL. I think he's gonna be really good with Ragnar. How would you use him is, I think at 5'5", 5'5", 1'1", he's usable. And at 5'5", 1'1", I would use him as a primary. But I wouldn't run him as a secondary unless you have his expertise. The only time I would use him as a secondary is if he's expertise. And the reason being is that his buff is for 2 seconds. So you want him as the primary, so that your secondary commander throws out, like ZL or Ragnar throws out a massive AoE, and that AoE is just dealing 40% extra all damage. But if he's a secondary, you can if he's expertise, you can run him as a secondary, and because with his expertise, let's say ZL throws off his active skill. This guy will quickly pop off his active skill, but because of his expertise, either ZL will pop it off again, or you're gonna pop it off again, and that should be long enough to get lots of bonus damage. So this commander is looking like he must be used as the primary, and he can only be used as a secondary when he's expertise. His best pairings are probably gonna be Philip ZL, Philip Ragnar, Philip Sippy. I think Philip Honda might be something that could be secretly really good. Obviously, only if you're using mixed units. I think this commander with mixed units, Philip and Honda, and you go all in on the mixed units. Like you go all in on mixed units. You got armed to the teeth, and then he's got the support tree, which is really good because with the support tree, let's see if we have leadership support. With the support tree, you're not going all the way to Cage of Thorns like pretty much ever. And you're not maxing out Rejuvenate either. You're only grabbing 2 points here, 3 points here. And then I think you can make use of counterattack. Because if you're gonna go all in mixed units, you're gonna be grabbing this. So there's potential to have use of Elixir and counterattack. But if you're not, if you don't care about healing at all, then you're saving out on these points right here. You're saving out on counterattack. You're saving out on elixir. And you're going all in on mixed units. And so I think Philip and Honda could have some could work. I mean, Philip is already so tanky. Philip is bringing archer health and infantry defense. You have those two units in there, along with the support tree. Taking skill damage reduction with the support tree. You're gonna have I think you're gonna have a strong mixed unit march. Not to mention that Philip is already gonna be buffing Honda's damage by 40% from the get-go. From the get-go. Philip will be buffing Honda's damage from the get-go. And then as the fight goes on, Honda's going to deal more skill damage. So I think we finally might have a mixed unit meta. I think we finally might have an open field mixed unit meta. And I think it's going to be with Philip and Honda for mixed units. I think Philip and Honda will be the best mixed unit March. But standalone, Philip's best pairings are probably going to be Philip ZL, Philip Ragnar, and then Philip Scipio. I don't know. If you guys like this video, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. I'm excited for this new leadership meta. Do you guys think I should invest into Philip, or should I commander swap my YSS for Philip? Because here's the thing is that a lot of players take advantage of city garrisons. A lot of players take advantage of city garrisons, and they don't realize that having a city garrison is actually a real luxury. It's a really, really luxury. City garrison is great for Shadow Legion. You will trade better. Like, you will trade better if a rogue player hits your city. And I get that topic of, oh man, like the point of once your city's hit, it's done for. Well, like for the most part, yes. Like if a T5 whale wants to swarm your city, he will zero you. But the whole point of having a city garrison is just trading as good as you can on the way to zero. And having a city garrison is really nice. And the other thing with city garrison is that once your city garrison is done, you really don't have to worry about it anymore. Which is why I really wanted to swap out my YSS for Hercules, because man, having a city garrison is just so nice. It's just so nice. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I commander swap my YSS for Philip, or should I just invest into Philip once he comes out? I'm currently investing in Ragnar. I'm VIP 14. It won't take me a boatload of time to expertise Ragnar. But after Ragnar, I can move on to Philip. But I also want to finish my zeal. I don't know. What do you guys think? Comment down below if you think I should swap my YSS for Philip in January. Yeah. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, and I'll keep bringing you guys more content.